Alright guys, we're out here at the St. George Electric Festival. Thought I would walk around and show you guys some of the really unique models that are here at this event. So we'll start off with some of my stuff, I guess. So this airplane right here is a scratch built. It's an A36 Apache. So this is the early attack version of the P-51. This was built by my friend John Morgan, who passed away, and that's the event that we're at in honor of him and our other friends who have passed. So my friend John Cohn had this airplane. He brought it out to display as one of the airplanes that John built. We got the X1 out here, so flew yesterday for the first time. Flies incredible. We're getting ready to fly it again. We put 6 flights on it yesterday. Had the nose gear hang up, and nose gear door got damaged, so I had to pull that off. So we're nose doorless today. Got a really cool E-Flight Cessna 150 that my dad repainted in the Iron Eagle paint scheme, and he also built this really sweet Depron A5 Vigilante. We got my son's 2-meter T-28, which had a incident with some chairs yesterday, and you would never know, didn't even take any trim, still flies great. So we got Justin Lamb's fleet over here, E-Flight F-16, a couple of Viper 90s he's been flying, just tearing up the skies with. I got a chance to fly the Beech 18 yesterday for the first time, and it is an absolute beautiful flying airplane. We got some other stuff. We got some B1s back there and Foxbat. Let's see what else we got here. My friend Andy and I brought our T-38s. These are scratch built, 9 feet long Depron models with single 120 fans in them. We use these for FPV formation flying and just regular flying too. They're a lot of fun to fly, so we brought those out. Been having a great time. We got some really cool scratch built stuff here, all made out of foam board. Pretty neat stuff.
Last night she made her band.
Got some aerobatic airplanes down here.
The difference. You're gonna taste the real.
These are some of the local guys. E-Flight V1200, that's a fun airplane. We got Derek over here who builds these incredible stick and tissue models. This is printed tissue, and this is a new build of his. It's got retractable landing gear that are mounted as servos, and as you can see, it's got a ton of detail. Really, really cool models. This is a Durafly 109, right?
Yeah.
Yep, it's Durafly 109. Very skilled model, actually. As far as outline, I mean, look at the prop. It's even got the scale little cuffs on it and everything else. Pretty cool. Let's see what else we got over here. We got close to 40 pilots this year. As you can see, a ton of airplanes. We got some Banana Hobby stuff. It's a new B1. Justin Link just flew his a little bit ago, and that's the first time I've seen one fly, and they are really cool flying models. We got a bunch of cool stuff down here. This is my dad's Flightline Corsair. It's my dad's scratch-built Sky Array. This is also a Depron model. This is on an 8-cell 90mm setup. We got Justin's B1. My friend Scott Sperling brought these really unique models. This is a high-altitude ME-109 and his cool Atlantic Scheme FM2 Wildcat. And this is a crop duster that he scratch built, basically from it's built from a kit, but it's highly modified. And check out some of the detail. And this is a very small model. Has all the corrugations and the flight controls. He built this exhaust manifold. It's a drometer, if I'm saying that correctly. Super cool airplane. Got my modified Cougar here. Justin Link's absolutely gorgeous sport jet that he built. It's all scratch built. He made the plug and the molds for the fuselage and the tails. Flies beautiful, fast and sleek. Let's see what else we got. Some E-Flight UMXs. Got my SR-71, which unfortunately is a little beat up, but she still flies good. Probably fly that again today. I got my F-16. Unfortunately, my son ran his F-16 into the side of the mountain yesterday because he was getting bombarded with bugs and he lost concentration. These are Jerry's scratch build airplanes. What are these called again, Jerry?
Blérios.
Blérios.
First airplane to cross the English Channel.
That's very cool. Super detailed. These are 3D printed frames. So, super, super neat. It's got all the wires on it, all the flying wires and everything else. Full flying tail. It's for when you go over Mach 1. And we got some Owl's airplanes here. We got the old venerable T-28. We got Jim here, who is a former Navy pilot. Got his Tiger Cat, got his T-28, and his really pretty scratch-built A1 Sky Raider back here.
Yeah. Was it you that flew it 3 years ago?
Yeah, I flew this one a few years ago.
Yeah, where it did thing, the nose fell off.
Yeah, I did some strange things.
Okay, I couldn't remember who that was.
So you flew actual A1s, right?
I'm sorry?
I said you flew A1s in the Navy, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. So Jim was an A1 Sky Raider pilot in the Navy, so that is super
The
cool.
markings on the airplane are the airplane I flew.
Very, very
Yeah, so
cool.
you've got my name on it, you know.
Very, very cool. Thanks, Jim. All right, Marty here. Marty here has a new project, and this thing is totally freaking cool. So this is a S3 Viking, if you don't know. This has leading edge flaps, folding wings, spoilers, slotted flaps. It's going to have jet fan 110s in it. It's going to do a fiberglass fuselage. This is his plug right here, his foam plug. And looks like to be over 100-inch wingspan. That's going to be really, really cool. We got this bloody bloke here from England. Jamie brought out his Tucanos. These are scratch built, all composite. Check out some of the surface detail on these models. Really, really cool. They made their own 5-bladed prop setup, and they fly beautifully. Really cool models. He's got a couple of them. Say hi, Jim. Hi. He's grumpy because he didn't get his morning tea yet. And then we have this beautiful H1 racer. It's built. Was this a kit build or is this scratch build? Scratch build.
Yeah.
And it's about 20 years old, you said?
It's 22 years old.
22 years old.
The wing actually is from a Midwest Extra 300.
Oh, interesting.
Redesigned a little bit.
Okay, that's cool. So Greg here was a former U.S. Air Force pilot, and always builds really cool scratch build stuff. He's got some really neat models that he brings out to these events.
Not as good as yours.
That's not true.
Give me a T-38.
I don't know about that. We got the Texas crew here. We got Butch Sickles over there. He's staring at his computer all day long. And then, so this is Jim's F100. This is a really pretty model. So this is the Flex Innovations F100 that is clearly modified. Check out the surface detail and the paintwork on this model. It is absolutely stunning to see in the sky. Super pretty. I mean, just you have to handle it with gloves, otherwise you mar the paint. Absolutely gorgeous, and it flies wonderful. So Paul and John and Jim, these guys build just super cool scratch builds. Well, this is their next one, and they brought out, it's not assembled right now, it's all taken apart, but they're working on it, and hopefully next year they'll have it all done. These are some of the tails and stuff. We got the landing gear right here. That's the scale landing gear for it that they're designing. So there is probably more scratch built airplanes at this event than I would say a large portion of the events in the country, just because, you know, and ARFs are great, they fly awesome, and they make the hobby accessible to a lot of people, but this event is probably close to 50% scratch built airplanes, which is super neat. And that's kind of what John Morgan was all about. He was all about scratch built airplanes. That's all he ever did. He didn't even do kit built airplanes. He would take kit plans and then make his own version of it. So anyways, we're out here at this beautiful field in St. George, Utah. I mean, look at the surroundings. This is such a pretty place to fly. And one last one here, we got Wade Joe's Avro Arrow. I had a flight video of this. This is an all composite model That's a kit by a company called Models by John. It's got a 90mm fan with an 8S setup. We had an incident yesterday where we lost the nose tires and it got squirrely on takeoff and ended up flipping over. We flew it this morning. This model is very heavy. It's close to 10, maybe actually over 10 pounds. And it is a handful when it gets slow. And it's pretty underpowered, so it makes takeoff pretty interesting. But it survived a couple of flights, even though it needs some cosmetic work now. But yeah, super neat model. Yeah, we're just having a good time out here. Tons of flying today. The weather's been absolutely beautiful. And anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the little preview of all the models that are here at this event. And tune in next time, and we'll see you in the next one.